Well, what's up guys, Hangy from Esperino, and we're back with another unboxing. Today I have with me the Tom Clancy's The Division Sleeper Agent Edition, which got released on March the 8th, available on Xbox One, PlayStation 4 and PC. And in Australia this was exclusive to EB Games and retailed for $219.95. I believe they're sold out now, so if you are on the hunt for one, you might need to take a look on the auction sites. But if you are curious to find out what's inside, we're going to unbox it today. So first up, we'll just take off the shrink wrap and I'll give you guys a closer look at everything that's inside. Okay, shrink wrap's off, and it comes in this really huge collector's box. You can see here you've got an agent there with armed as well as his SHD watch equipped, which is pretty cool. On the back here you've got pretty much a detailed description of all the contents that's inside. If you want to know about how big this is compared to say other collector's editions, this is about the size of say the Watch Dogs DedSec edition, maybe slightly not quite as thick, but still quite a very large package. We've got there the Division logo, and on the top there you got that really nice bright orange kind of just peeking through. So this is actually just a slip cover case on the top, just slides off the top like this, which I'll just put to the side. And then on the inside you've got the same image again, but you can see that you've got like a sort of a separator in the middle there. And on the back you got a nice black and white image of the cityscape, which is pretty cool as well. So, okay, that's pretty interesting. So it comes apart in two pieces. You've got the first part of the box there, and then the second part slides off just the same, which is pretty cool. I'll put those to the side. And inside you get a look at all the little individual contents. So first up, we'll start with this, which is from what they describe as sort of like a wrist pouch, or like an armband, which is also featured in the game. You've got the Tom Clancy The Division logo, which is actually a raised, you can see there, it's sort of a raised impression or raised print. I'm not sure if that's stuck. I guess you could say that's kind of embossed, I guess. Got a nice little bit of detail there with the bright orange strap, and a bit of easy access, I guess. Kind of rigid, but you could probably stick some cards in there as well. And then on this side here, okay, so a bit of foam in there, but you could put, I guess, a whole bunch of things. It comes with a little strap in here as well, which you would just feed onto the back of that, which you could wear around your arm, so you could just dress exactly like a agent would, which is pretty cool. So that's the first piece of the collector's edition. You also get a Tom Clancy Division art book. Now this is a hardcover art book, has the SHD logo on the front in a bright orange on black. This is a sort of a, I guess it's a matte finish. Not a very thick art book. You can see in comparison to some of the other art books that have been released, it's not the thickest art book, but it's nice. It's hardcover at least, which is always a plus, and it's not a small art book. I'll give you a quick look at the inside of this as well. So from what I remember reading, this is just mostly concept art. It's actually a very nice concept art. So you got some details on the equipment as well as the agent watch as well. Some more of the gear that you will find in the game, plus the different factions. Very good concept art. Nice design. Kind of reminds me a little bit of the concept art that was featured in Watch Dogs as well. So I'm not sure if it's the same artist, but it's very nice. Very paints the city quite well, actually. New York looks really good. Bit derelict, but that's okay. So, yes. Some of the graffiti art that's featured in the game as well. different buildings. Kind of reminds you of the Berlin Wall, sort of. Some more concept art of the Dark Zone, and some acknowledgements on who was involved in creating the game. In total, I believe this looks like it's about 60 odd pages. So nice little book, something for the Division fans to have a closer look at if you're keen on the concept art and development process. Under here we have, so this is actually like a sort of like a foiled sealed bag with the Division logo, and if I'm not mistaken, I believe this is the included poster. So I'll just open this up, you can have a closer look at this as well. Alright, so I've just cut off the top of this. I advise you just to be extra careful because it does kind of sit really close to the top, so you don't want to cut the poster itself when you're actually opening it up. That'd be a real shame. Alright, so it's actually a pretty nice poster. Sorry, it's actually fairly big, so I can't get it all into the camera frame, but we'll see what we can do. It's always kind of I don't know, I feel it's a bit of a shame when posters get folded. I don't really like seeing the lines on the posters, but it is a really nice poster, and it says, "Save what remains" down below. I do like how the watch, that bright orange, kind of offsets against all the black and white. Looks really nice. And it's, yeah, it's not bad. It's quite a nice poster. I like the way that they've packaged it. Presentation-wise is really good. And of course, you also get a copy of the Season Pass, which will give you access to all the Division expansions for the next year, which I believe it says here 3 major expansions. You also get a unlock voucher, which gets you the Hazmat gear set, which is pretty cool. You get the outfit, the go bag with increased health skills, plus the POF P416 assault rifle, which is pretty awesome. And you also get yourself, sorry about that, the National Guard set, which includes digital camo outfit, backpack with increased armor, as well as the P416 assault rifle. So you get 2 sets of DLC as a bonus as well inside the Sleeper Edition. Of course, you also get a copy of the game, which is always a plus to have. I'll open this up, give you guys a closer look at this as well. Okay, so that's the front of the box. You can see the different artwork compared to what was on the front of the Sleeper Agent box. There's also a bit of information there about the game as well. Inside this one, which is the PC version, you get a activation code for the Upass. Uplay activation code, so you can get online. You also get, what's this one? This is just a bit of advertising material about, I think it's about the book. Yep, this is about the book. And on the back of that is the art of the Division, which is also available if you would like to buy or expand on your Division experience. And of course, naturally, you get a copy of the game. Well, this is a lot of discs in here for the PC version. Whoa, okay. There are, it looks like 5 discs for PC. So you got disc 1. They're all the same, I think. Disc 2, disc 3, 4, and 5. So that's a heck of a lot of discs. But I guess the installation must be fairly chunky. And finally, the whole reason for buying the Sleeper Edition, in my opinion, is the Replica Watch, which comes sealed in this little plastic bag. I'll just take off this little bit of sticky tape. So I'm not too sure about what the quality of this is going to be like. I know some people are really keen on this, so we'll hopefully it won't disappoint. It comes in this nice little presentation box. You got the SHD logo with Extremis Malus Extrema Remedia printed on the top. It's pretty much all over black. Again, this is kind of a matte gloss finish. And on the inside is the watch itself. It comes padded with a nice little foam, protect it from shuffling around during transit. And the watch, oh, okay. Oh, that's nice. I don't know if you can make that out, but it's already glowing when I just touched it. Okay, there's a few little extra things in there. Okay, so it's actually mounted on a piece of cardboard. I'll unclasp this and I'll give you guys a look. Okay, so the watch sits on this little, little pillow to kind of make it sit nice and upright. It is actually fairly weighty compared to what I was expecting. You can see it is looks exactly like the watch from the game. Fairly chunky. It does kind of have like, I guess, sort of like a rubberized coating on it, which is kind of cool. Oh, there you go. You can see it light up as well. I'll just take off this little plastic because it's kind of reflecting in the camera. And on the back there, it's got a clasp as well. It doesn't have like push button clasp, you just have to pull on the top there to separate it. The underside of the watch, if I can get that into focus, you can see it's got the SHD insignia as well. It looks to be laser etched, or yeah, laser etched onto it. It's quite nice. It does make it look a lot more fancier. But the weight of it, I'm really surprised by the weight of it. It actually does feel quite weighty compared to some of the other watches, and this one's actually, I think it might be a little bit too big for me, but I know that it is a little bit big, but the links are adjustable as well, which is pretty good. You can see there, sliding up with the time and the date as well, which actually happens to be I believe that's the correct date and time, so that's pretty cool. You can set an alarm as well. I believe it has a few other different little functions. You got that, which I guess just makes it light up. So yeah, a nice watch, something that's a little bit different, I guess, compared to what you may get. As you can see there's a lot of room there, so if you have small risks like me, you will need to remove a few links. But if you do have big risks, inside here you will also find so you got a little screwdriver to remove the extra link cuffs, or little links on the chain. You also got another bag for an additional link if you need it bigger, plus another battery, which I believe is just a replacement battery if you need to replace it. But I think the one in here will probably last you for a good while. And you've also got an instruction leaflet as well, which comes included, which is always handy. And this is just, it's like a manufacturer's card, which is nothing too special. But yeah, nice watch. For 220 Australian dollars, you do get a watch, season pass, copy of the game, plus a few little extras, and that in itself makes it quite a decent buy. If you were fortunate enough to get the Sleeper Edition, let me know in the comments what you think about the watch. And that's pretty much all there is to the Division Sleeper Agent Edition. Leave a comment down below what you think of it, or whether or not you happen to pick it up as well, or even post in the comments down below what you think of the Division so far. If you enjoyed this unboxing and would like to see more unboxings, don't forget to subscribe to the Esperino YouTube channel and leave a thumbs up, it really helps us out. Until next time, take care and I will catch you later. Bye.